No passing zone, no passing zone, no passing zone. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if it's your first time here, my name's Braden. Thank you for coming to my channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and comment any feedback you have in the comments, please. The comment section below is going to be a place where I'm going to get y'all's feedback and also take requests for videos. So please do so. Today I'm going to be talking about my birthday / getting my learner's permit. On Monday, June 20th, 2016, I turned 15 years old. And in North Carolina, that means that you can get your learner's permit. So on Monday, I went to go get my learner's permit, but it took a lot to get that permit. And I really felt like I earned it, and in feeling that, I feel like it's worth a lot more to me. And when I say that I earned it, I mean that I gave up 5 days of my spring break, 6 hours a day. And in those 6 hours every day, I did driver's ed, just the classroom part. That's 30 hours in 5 days. And it was so boring, but I had a cool teacher, so it wasn't that bad. Next, you have to do 6 hours of behind the wheel training, which is when you're driving with an instructor. I'm sure you guys see student drivers driving around in North Carolina. They have, or at least in the county I live in, they have like the little tents on the top of the car that say student driver, you know, just warning other people. My driving went really well. I had like a really fun driving instructor. Her name was Betty. Shout out to Betty if you're watching this. I really liked Miss Betty. We had a good time. I passed my driving. We did it on a Saturday and Sunday. The first day I did 8 to 11. The second day I did 7 to 10. So I did 6 total hours. We stopped at Burger King and we talked a lot. It was really fun. And I mean, I think I did really good. I passed, and she said that it was always a good day when she didn't have to be scared. So I think it was, I want to say at most it was 3 weeks later that I got my permit. It was my birthday. Well, in North Carolina, you have to take a 25-question test. So I was really nervous about this test because all my friends were like, oh my gosh, I failed this test. It's okay if you fail. It's okay, it's okay. And I was like, no, that is not okay. That will ruin my birthday. Because I would have been really, really upset if I would have failed. And most of my friends who failed were upset when they failed the first time. So I was determined not to fail. So the morning of, I was nervous. I was telling people, I was like, pray for me. I have my permit test today. I studied like crazy the week before. I mean, that was my life, was just the point system in North Carolina and everything, and just suspensions and laws, and my head was just filled with that. Like, now I've sort of let go of it and forgotten it all in 2 days because I don't really need to know it anymore. Like, it's, I mean, you need to know it for driving, but a lot of that's not necessary. Went to the DMV. I had an appointment at 8:30. We got there like 8:10, about 8:10. So we walk in the DMV. I'm nervous. I go get this little sign sheet that like has this sign on it, the signs on it for the sign test. And my mom went and checked me in. Well, like right at 8:30, the intercom, it was like serving customer A101. So I went up and I walked down the hallway. My mom went with me. They called me back, and I told her what I was here for. And she was like, okay. And then she needed all my information. She needed my birth certificate, social security card, all that stuff, address, you know. And she was typing with one finger. The woman was really nice, but she was typing with one finger, and she kept like going like, and then looking up like there was a problem, and like she would turn to like the person she was working with and be like, and then she would go back to the computer and do something else. So I just thought that something was going to go wrong and I wasn't going to be able to get my permit at that time. I mean, I knew I'd probably get it that day, but not right then. And I'd already had plans to go to the beach that day if I got my permit. So after all that, they took my picture, height. She asked me what my race was, my eye color, my hair color, which I understand that they ask you that, but she asked me my race, and I was like, Caucasian? And then she was like, eye color, and I said brown. She looked into my eyes to make sure they were brown. Like, I want to hear the stories about people who got their eye color wrong, you know? And then after all that happened, she's like putting all my information in. One finger, typing the whole time, one finger. So I was just kind of irritated. No, I was really irritated. And I was like, come on, I'm ready to get out of here. I'm ready to drive. And I'm nervous. I'm like, phew. So one thing comes to another. I start my test. And once I start taking my test, I'm like, yeah, I'm passing this. So I took my test. I didn't get a single question wrong. And after you get the 20 right, you have to get 20 out of the 25 right. You have to get an 80 or above. I got the first 20 right, and the test cut off, and it told me you've passed the test. And I was like, yes. Well, the woman who was serving me at the DMV, the license examiner who was serving me, she told me to to come back if I had passed, and she would serve me again. Well, she told me that if I failed, then just to leave. So I walked back around the corner. I'm grinning, obviously. And I thought it was kind of obvious because I was smiling. And she goes, "Did you pass?" And I was like, "Yeah, I passed." Well, at this point, she's got some other guy in her chair. And he's like, "I need to get my license renewed." Well, the dude gets his license renewed, which takes forever, which means I have to wait for forever. And I realized that why adults hate the DMV. So I get that she was trying to serve as many people as possible because there was 27 people in the waiting room, I counted. So we waited, we put in all my information, we checked everything, and one thing comes to another. I got my learner's permit. Right now I have like the 20-day temporary certificate. So guys, that is what you guys can see because under here is all my info. This won't really matter. But this is all my info. That's my picture. I thought it was a pretty good picture considering she took it when I was nervous. This is like the whole certificate. You're supposed to rip, but I didn't want to do all that because I like to keep things and I want to keep this after. But I just have it in my wallet, and I should get my permit within 5 to 7 days, so I should have it in the mail by Friday. My actual card. Well, that's only half of the story, and I know this video is getting a little lengthy, so I'll just be speedy with this part. So my plans were to drive to the beach, but my mom was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?" So eventually I was like, "Mom, let's just drive to Greenville and see my brother who lives in Greenville, North Carolina." And I was like, let's just go see him. It's my birthday. I want to see my brother. Well, he was working. So if y'all know Greenville, Greenville is a college town. East Carolina University is in Greenville. And if you know anything about college towns, the traffic there is horrible. I mean, horrible. And my mom was like, once you get to Greenville, you're not going to want to drive in Greenville traffic. I was determined to drive. No matter what circumstance, I was going to drive. Well, I drove in Greenville traffic, and I'm going to be honest, I tried to play it off, but I was scared. And I did some funny things, so I'm going to try to insert some pictures into this at the end. I parked in a parking lot at Barnes & Noble. Well, I didn't pull into the park at all. Like, the first 2 feet of the hood of the car were in the park. I was blocking the whole drive from the parking lot, and my mom thought it was hilarious. I mean, there were some mistakes, but, that comes with learning. And then yesterday I drove my mom to the store. So having a permit has been a great experience for me so far. And I'm driving to church tonight. So I'm going to try to do a driving vlog. I don't think my mom will let me make a driving vlog just because that's not really safe. Which I totally understand why she wouldn't want me to do that. But thank you guys for watching. And just remember to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, comment, give me feedback. Ask for, Twitter, Instagram, anything y'all want. Just ask me, please, and I will make some videos because I need to make some videos for my channel. So thanks for listening to this story time. And my setup is still not the best. Right now I'm filming on an iPad and the audio might not be the best. I'm in my kitchen. I have natural light coming through the blinds. I mean, I turned on the lights. I didn't want to turn it. Well, I turned on that one actually. And I don't know, guys. I'm not good. I'm not good at filming the video. I believe that my content is enjoyable. It's all about me enjoying the video. But, it was just a lot to go through for this whole process. Like driver's ed, hearing every day, no passing zone, no passing zone, no passing zone. I got so tired of hearing no passing zone. And then doing the driving was fun, and then having to wait for like a week. Ugh. That was horrible. I had a fun time with it, and I'm glad to have my permit because that means that on June 20th, 2017, my 16th birthday, I will be able to get my license. So if you guys live in Eastern North Carolina, the only advice I have to you is to stay off the roads, and thanks for watching.